What's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well in the COVID-19. Today we were having a little tutorial of cooking, our very first video of cooking tutorial, and this is going to be a little bit of the origin story behind it. So today we're talking about the story of the hangover sandwich. As you people know, we might have been drinking or partying during the pandemic with this whole quarantine. But note to self, I have been doing a little researching of this one sandwich that came across the unknown storyline with unknown people and location. All it says when I was doing the researching that it was made in the 2000s by a group of college students. So let's get on to the story. So the story takes back in place in 2000s when a group of college kids, which were all hanged over and everything. Because for some reason I find it funny how not all of them, but some college people would drink and get drunk and hanged over and yeah. So these group of college people, we'd have unknown names and location. All they told us is the date. These group of people were so hanged over they drank too much and went back to their apartments and crashed in until woke up in the middle of the night or maybe in the morning and not craving for breakfast. So the storyline with this sandwich is that it's created with a ridiculous idea but with a brilliant taste. And that right there was called the hangover sandwich. So before we start getting into it, here's a list of the contents of the pros and the cons. The pros are it's cheap, less ingredients, and if running a business to make this sandwich, if you can decide to make one, it's more profitable and good texture taste. The cons are slightly unhealthy, too greasy, and some might have a dislikable taste on the sandwich considering it's maybe greasy or too much mayo or a lot of that stuff on it. So I'm going to show you guys what the ingredients you're going to know. And these ingredients I'm going to show you guys, I have an unknown brand I'm going to tell you guys. So the ingredients are what these kids came up with. It was so brilliant that not many people can catch up with the ingredients. It's simple, just not a lot of people recognize the sandwich. There's so many names for the hangover sandwich, but according to the official people I've been asking around online, is that the hangover sandwich was specifically just a simple sandwich for people who have been partying too much or and the hunger, have the munchies. So the hangover sandwich had ingredients that are so simple you can find these in your fridge all the time laying around, or if you're just looking for a low budget sandwich that tastes really good, this will be your best bet. So what the kids come up with is 2 slices of ham, 2 slices of bologna, 2 tablespoons of butter, mayonnaise, mustard, and and a jar of pickle. With all these brands, you can create into a sandwich, but it wasn't just no sandwich that you have to make it by hand. It was something that you would make by pan. So what these kids really came up with is the pickle, mustard, mayonnaise, 2 slices of bologna, 2 slices of bread, and 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, how they made it is they actually cooked it. They didn't just make the sandwich and made it raw. They prefer to cook it. Because one of the guys said, why not? So I'm going to demonstrate you guys how to make it on the pan. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is throw the bologna into a pan with olive oil and let it cook for a bit. What you're going to need is a good spatula to cook it with. So may I suggest any spatula can do, or any type of tool utensils that can flip this bologna inside. And what you're going to want to do is cut a little line in the middle of the bologna, so that way the bologna won't puff up. So depending how much you want to cook your bologna, you want to cook it burnt or you just want a little bit cooked between. Flip them like that, and you let it cook. So you flip them, flip them, flip them. So obviously the hangover sandwich had the idea to be cooked on a pan rather than just make it raw. Let me get the lights turned on so we can have a good view of that. There we go, that's perfect. So as that cooking, now you want to do this. So I went ahead and cut the butter up and cut them into a bunch of little bumps into the sandwich. You can do it with hand or you can do it with knife. Either way, they both can get it. They both can get the job done right. Any tool can get done. So as is that cooking, you're gonna want to flip these and not make sure they don't burn. Now there is a bonus to making this sandwich, is that if you're in for example, today we're suffering the pandemic. Many people are getting their jobs, or many people not getting not much money, so they can't go out to eat areas. The big bonus about this sandwich is it's cheap, affordable, and it looks like it was something made from a food truck or someone from a kitchen. But in reality, it's just a ridiculous idea sandwich that was invented by college students around the year 2000. I don't know the date or the place it happened or the names. This story was just made. It could be made up or it could have happened for real. All we know is the sandwich is real. So as you're cooking the sandwich, it may come to a point where it's crispy enough or cooked enough. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take them off the plate. So I'm going to pause it here so I can take them off the plate. Alright, so I'm just going to demonstrate like this. So you get the spatula, and you get the sandwich, and then you put it on there perfectly well. Now before you do that, I forgot to mention, in the ingredients, it did say required cheese on the sandwich. So you can have any choice of cheese you want to put on there. So what I'm putting right now is actually Havarti and cheddar. So what you're going to want to do is now you're going to grab the bologna and put them on top of the sandwich. Yeah, I'm trying to position them right so I can... Once you have done that, then throw the cheese on top of the sandwich. And that's normally it. Like I said in the ingredient, the mustard and mayo and the pickle come in, that's when they come by. Alright, so what you're going to need to do right now is put mayo and mustard on it. So with mustard and mayo, you're going to want to put it on top of here. So there's mayo, not too much. And comes the mustard. Now I'm baking this sandwich as I'm going through with all these steps. But it's said in the list below how to make this one. So once you do that, you're going to want to gently place the sandwich and let it cook. So as you let it cook, you're going to want to let it sizzle and everything. So the sandwich may look messy, but when it's cooked, it doesn't look very messy at all. Like I said, in the pro and the con is it's good, but it's messy, and some people may need acquired taste for this type of sandwich. So I'm gonna let it run and cook for a bit. So I'll show you guys what it looks like once I flip it over. This is what it looks like when the sandwich is cooked right now. So it's obviously looking good, so it's probably ready right now. So I'm going to take it off the pan, and then from there it's ready to eat. Now, the reason why they call it the hangover sandwich, and the sandwich that has been used a lot, is that I'm not saying all the people, but some college people are at a point where their financial budget is not enough to buy a lot of groceries, so they end up buying bologna and ham and mayonnaise and whatever stuff they have left in their fridge. So these kids came up with the hangover sandwich. Now the hangover sandwich It's good. Just it's currently unknown to the world. From my point of view, it's obviously it's looking good. It doesn't look too messy or greasy. It looks simple enough. Now I'm gonna pause it right here so I can get the knife and cut the sandwich and what it looks like from the inside. So I got the knife right now so I can cut it. So let's see what it looks like when it's all done. So it's all cooked and everything. Now I want to show you what it looks like. So just to warn you guys, it's a little messy and it's a little hot, and this is what it looks like when it's done and cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one bite out of this sandwich, just for the fact of the video I meant to make this sandwich for tutorial. Definitely, it is good. And I was right about the texture. The texture of the sandwich is so good. I can taste the pickle and mayonnaise and cooked bologna. So this sandwich looked like it's affordable. So if you were running a business and you want to make a sandwich like this, you could easily sell it up to a bunch like around $5 for a sandwich or $6 for a sandwich. So this is something that you could easily make if you're just in the mode for something simple but little next level. Or if you just want something because you're just probably drank too much and you're in hunger mode. Or if you're just making this for all above. So I hope you guys like this video. And I try to edit this video much as best as I can. And I hope you guys stay safe during the pandemic. And like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up on this video if you guys enjoy. This is probably one of my first cooking tutorial videos of this channel. Because we are the Info Fox Got Gears channel. So we make info about everything we do in life or survival or something. So I hope you guys enjoy. And stay safe.